Senate Armed Service Committee members. We have Senator Ted Cruz and Senator Lindsey Graham. Good morning to both of you. Thank you for being with us.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Lindsey Graham, Senator Graham, I'll start with you because you're from the great state of South Carolina. What did you make of? Yeah.
Go Tigers.
I know, national champs. We're so proud of them. All right, what did you make of that exchange yesterday with Jim Acosta and Donald Trump?
Well, you know, at the end of the day, unseemly, I guess, and the president-elect will soon be president. I hope they have a better engagement. The media still doesn't get why he won, and he's got to realize he's president. The campaign's over. Better days ahead is what I predict.
Sure. Well, the reason he was unhappy was the fact that BuzzFeed published a 35-page document that who knows if any of it's true, and CNN said that Trump got a 2-page document about some crazy stuff in Russia, which apparently was not true. He did not get it. He heard about it in passing. But Senator Cruz, there's some insinuation that maybe these leaks, these national security leaks, are actually coming from our intel community, and that's one of the reasons why Mr. Clapper called Donald Trump last night.
Well, listen, I don't know that there's any reason to think that's the case. You're right that a couple of so-called journalistic outlets ran with completely unsubstantiated internet rumors. I thought journalism was supposed to do better than that.
Yeah.
You know, it is not complicated that the media, most of the media is biased. They've got a political agenda. You know, Lindsey and I both for the last couple of days have been at the confirmation hearings of Jeff Sessions, nominated to be Attorney General. During those hearings, there were a bunch of left-wing protesters that jumped up and began screaming.
Yep.
And I pointed out, I said, look, I noticed that all the TV cameras, all the took pictures of and filmed the protesters yelling KKK. And I gave a challenge to every news network. I said, I'll tell you what, if you're going to air that, and I'm willing to bet you're all going to air that, how about you also air the fact that as a prosecutor, Jeff Sessions helped put a Klansman on death row for murdering a young African-American man, and he helped bankrupt the Klan in Alabama. And you know what? Not a single one of the news networks carried those facts, but they all carried the left-wing protester. That's just a reality of life. The media's got a political axe to grind.
Yeah, there's so much going on, and I watched your endorsement of Rex Tillerson, too. But, Senator Graham, your name came up at the press conference, and like everybody else, every Republican was holding on tight to see what's going to happen. Here's what he said.
I hadn't heard Lindsey Graham was going to do that. Lindsey Graham. I've been competing with him for a long time, and he's going to crack that 1% barrier one day. I didn't realize Lindsey Graham's still at it. It's all right. I think Lindsey Graham's a nice guy.
So it ended strong. What do you think now?
Well, I think I'm a nice guy, too. I know I got 1%. Donald, you beat me like a drum. You're the president. I'm a senator. I want to help you. Let it go. Let's move on, and we're going to make America great again.
Yeah. You had to get a new cell phone, though, right?
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Yeah, it's better than giving out my number.
No kidding. Well, from 1% from 1% to 100%, both of you guys are behind a bill to defund the United Nations if they do not reverse the anti-Israel sanctions. Senator Cruz, explain what you're talking about.
Well, you know, as you know, Lindsey and I agree on just about everything.
Most everything.
What brings us together today is an issue that I think really unites. It unites Republicans, but it ought to unite Democrats. It does unite Americans, and that's standing with Israel. If you look at in the last month what Barack Obama has done, I think it's been nothing short of shameful. It has been striking out against Israel, really showing his true beliefs. And the United Nations, with his acquiescence, if not active encouragement, passed a rabidly anti-Israel resolution that declared much of Israel illegal and illegitimate. It declares much of Jerusalem not part of Israel. It declares the Temple Mount the holiest site
so
for
what
the
do you want
Jewish
to do,
people.
Senator?
So Lindsey and I today are filing legislation to end U.S. taxpayer funding for the United Nations, end it all, unless and until they reverse this anti-Israel resolution.
All right, we'll be watching. Thank you, Senators Graham and Cruz, for joining us this morning. We have more Fox and Friends straight ahead.